Okay, guys, listen up, please. Now, there have been a lot of demands being made that we play a 4-4-2. Yes, Gareth, there have been, mate, and if you read the comments, you would know this. Ugh. Now, as you all know, I'm a stubborn bastard, and I really want my way to work. So, let's go over my game plan one more time. Give it to Ferguson, and Ferguson, you score. Any questions? Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villa and welcome to Season 2, Episode 5 at H&W Welders on the Impossible Dream as we look to lead the club to some sort of European glory many, many years from now. And today we are playing Glenavon in the Irish Cup 5th round, a top tier side I should say. So a big test for us there. And then we have the final game before the split in the league against Queen's University. And that's a big one in terms of, the promotion race. We'll have a look at that in just a second. But the big news since last episode is we have got our youth intake preview. And, well, it looks promising. There's at least one goalkeeper to be a great prospect. Now, if there's a position we don't need, it's goalkeeper, but we'll take one if we get one. We have what looks to be a top prospect in the centre of midfield. We'll take that. We have a forward, which is considered to be a fine prospect, and that, I'm assuming, is the Northern Irish striker from Belfast who has caught the eye. And this is the exciting one. We should be really optimistic about this group of young players. We can see the yellow there. Don't have any great numbers at any single position. I mean, that's fine. You don't want that. You want a nice spread of players. We don't have any defensive midfielders. We don't have any fullbacks. We don't have any centre backs, any attacking midfielders, or any good wingers. But other than that, it does actually look quite promising. So that is good. Now the January transfer window is open, and we have had a little bit of movement, and it's mainly to do with players out. Now some December contracts have expired. So Brandon Nelson has left the club. Maybe could have made it, but we weren't really using him. Adam Wright has left. This has saved us a little bit of cash, so that's good. Again, probably could have been a useful player, but at £50 a week, we could use that elsewhere. And the other player that's left is a mutual termination with Mark Edgar. He was just on a non-contract. He was horrible for us. He never, ever played well. He really didn't play well for us, though. Couldn't establish himself above Conlon in the side, and if you can't do that, then you have got problems. So his contract has been terminated. Now, there is one other signing that is, well, there's a few signings that are on, what do we say, like on the go, but there's one that has agreed and it'll be official after this game, and that is Shay Curran. He's currently a free agent. The reason that I've signed this guy without being able to fully get a look at him is if we have a look at the clubs that wanted him, there's Larne, there's Lintfield, there was a lot of top division clubs. So I sort of saw that, took the lower end of everything here and figured this is a good player that could play as a left winger for us, could fill in at left back for us. Hopefully he's tackling on be on the higher side of things. So this has been agreed. It will be official sort of after this Glenavon game. So that is everything caught up on. There's a couple of other signings that hopefully we'll get to see this episode, but it's not confirmed as of yet. All right, so that is that. Only 17 as well. Should have a look at his career. He's been at Coleraine and has played in the Premiership. So I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful for this one. I really am. All right, now there are 4 games to catch you up on since last episode, so let's do that. The first one was against Portadown. The only goal came for Portadown in the second half. So we were a little bit unlucky in this one. You can see XG suggests we should have won it. They scored from a corner. Now, you may remember at the start of the year, their odds to win the league this year were ridiculous. Now, they sacked their manager. I think this was the first game since they sacked him, actually. So we've maybe been a little bit unlucky in that we did, they're probably going to start playing up to what is expected of them. Yeah, we're a little bit unlucky in this one, but away from home, of course, we beat them 8-3 at home, so disappointing, obviously. Next up, it was big game this one in terms of promotion. It was against Ards. We fell behind in the 10th minute. But Gareth crossed for Ferguson to pull us instantly level. Before Ferguson's shot came back off the bar for Aidan Lillis to give us the lead. Ferguson's second made it 3-1 at half time. But Ards pulled one back after the break. Before Seth Keach's first goal for the club secured the points in stoppage time. So this was an even game, really, to be honest, but we did take our chances. You can see XG says it was roughly even. They had more chances, but we put all 4 of our shots on target in goal, which is what you like to do. So a double from Ferguson, Lillis with a goal, and Seth Keach, a first goal for the club, which was great to see as well. Yeah, you can see we didn't defend too well, but, who cares? We got 3 points, so we'll take it. Next up, we played Bengar. Ferguson put us in front. But Bengal were level at half-time. Darren McBrien crossed for Sloves to restore our lead in the second half, before Ferguson added a third, and Bengal got a stoppage time consolation. So we shaded it, I think we did shade it, but XG suggests that they had the better chances perhaps, but we scored ours. Ferguson with a double, and what about that strike from Sloves? A stunning volley. But yeah, again, wasn't great. You can see Edgar there didn't play well. We're really struggling to get much out of our fullbacks. But yeah, the important thing is that we got the win away from home as well, so we will take it. Final game to catch you up on, again in the league against Knockbrader. Ferguson shot went in off the keeper to give us a lead early in the second half, but Knockbrader took a share of the points. So this was a horrible game of football. It was just 2 teams trying to whack it over each other's heads. XG suggests they were probably the better side, but I mean, both teams should have scored more perhaps. The own goal for us, a goal back for them. And yeah, I mean, it's not working in wide areas. And I know you guys in the comments have been saying about a 4-4-2, and I am seriously considering it at this point, I'll be honest. But, I mean, a point is not bad, but they're a bottom half side. We'll look at the league table now. They're a bottom half side, and at home, you really would have liked to have thought we could get there. But you can see the league table. We are second. We are 1 point behind Queen's University, who we play in the second game today. Obviously, if we win that, we will be top of the league going into the split, and that would be a nice bonus for us. Yeah, so we'll just have to see what happens there. But of course, the first game is this home tie against Glenavon in the Peaky Blinders Irish Cup. This could lead to European football for us next season should we win this competition, which would be a big ask, but you never know. They're expecting a 4-4-2 from them, which made me very tempted to match them up, but we're going to stick with what we've been doing in this one, and I have made a tactical tweak to try and improve our defending. I'll go through that with you in a second. So Mulligan continues in goal. Conlon, Keach, Hunter and Doyle are the back 4. It is Leddy, Gazinga and Lillis in midfield. It's App Garrison, Sloves. It's Ferguson up top. Now the change that we've made, the way we attack, there's not too much wrong with it. I really don't feel like. But where I think we do go wrong is defensively. So we're just going to be constantly regrouping now, constantly looking to hit them on the break. And the main change we've made is defensively. We're going to engage them higher up, but not really press them with any urgency. Now, the reason we're doing this is because basically what teams are trying to do is just lump it over our heads. So we're going to sit deep, put pressure on them to try and prevent them from doing that, as opposed to sort of sit as a narrow unit. And just try and win the ball up top, but not actually put pressure on them. I don't know. It seems to work okay. In my head, it just means we're going to put pressure on them here, but not actually go charging around after them. So yeah, I did it against Knockbrader. We did look a little bit better, but we'll see how we go here. So we can see the lineups there. Daniel Lamore, I recognize that name from years ago when I played it as Linfield. Russ Hunter rings a bell as well. But anyway, that is, there are the teams. You can see our bench there. It's a relatively strong bench as well. Where the underdogs here go out there cause an upset. I mean, we're up against top flight opposition, so that seems as good a shout as any. We seem to have motivated them, so that's good. Let's hope that, that motivation turns into a good performance now for us. I have started training a 4-4-2 as well. I'm not, as I said, I'm not against changing things. But you can kind of see when you look at the league table, while I'm sort of a little bit, not scared to do it, but a little bit apprehensive to do it, I suppose, because as much as I feel like we could be doing better, the league table would suggest this is just straight back over our heads. This is all teams try and do to us, and it's so frustrating. I don't know how to manage at this level. I really am struggling. Yeah, like so. As much as it's, I honestly think we're all feeling the same way in that we should be better than we are, But it's kind of at the same point. It's kind of working, but just in a really terrible way, really unattractive, inconsistent sort of way. There's a ball in. Oh, and we're 1-0 down. And does Seth Keach need to be a little bit closer to his man there? 21st minute, and Glenavon has the goal. We'll encourage them. We've got Doyle in the side. He's a little bit better defensively. I don't think he did too much wrong there. Keach just got done with the movement, didn't he? Little bit passive, perhaps. Maybe needing to attack the ball a little bit more. But that is 1-1. No, it's not. It's 1-0. 1-1 would be nice at this point. Gazinga's not having a great game. It might be a case of if we're not doing well in the second half, we might try the 4-4-2. It will be a case of having nothing to lose. There we go with Letty. That's not the best ball forward, but picked up by Lillis. Can he weave some magic for us? Gazinga's with him. He goes back to Letty. Letty looking for Ferguson, but you can see that. I mean, I do see you guys' point there where Ferguson needs help. Yeah. But when we do play with Ferguson with two up top, I always feel like we look a little bit more open in midfield. And if we play sort of the formation we played last year with the three across midfield and using the fullbacks as width, they're just not up to it. So it's a bit of a... Yeah. Oh, and Mulligan can't quite get there. Seth Keach is on his toes this time. He clears it behind. We maybe shouldn't be attacking a top flight team, but here we are. Gazinga's only playing a 6.2. Can we demand a little bit more from you, please, Mr. Gazinga? Oh, what's happened there? There's been a penalty for something. Mulligan can't save it. We're 2-0 down before the break. And... well, it doesn't look like we're going to be in Europe next year, does it? I mean, Mulligan's just kind of done the old horizontal, vertical dive, hasn't he? Gone straight up and straight down. I mean, we've definitely been second best in that game. But, yeah, well, we'll try stuff at the second half here. Expect a much better showing second half, boys. And we are, as I said, going to change things. Do we just trial the 4-4-2? We've only just started training it. So we'll get Gazinga up there. Everything else can kind of stay the same. So that maybe is the sensible thing to do. And just see how we get on with this. Give them some encouragement. And, I mean, we're kind of matching them up at this point as well. So maybe that's a positive. We've certainly seemed to have created a little bit more at the start of the half. Goal kick forward. Can Sloobs win that for us? I think he did. Well done, Sloobs. And here comes the ball lumped over our head again. Keach should get to that first. Mulligan. Will he look to go wide to the fullbacks, boys? We go long to Gazinga. He brings it down nicely. I mean, that's what we do have with him up top. Lillis comes through midfield. There's a good ball looking for Ferguson. Here we go. Ferguson. He pulls it back. And you guys have been right. We should have been playing 4-4-2 all along. A 24th goal for Matthew Ferguson. And it's very much now game back on. Doyle's not having a great game at right back. So let's maybe bring on Foster for him. I mean, Gazinga's not having a great game, but the whole point of this formation is is with him up top to support Ferguson. So we kind of have to leave it with him. But can we go and get another goal now? Now, I do have concerns about Letty in midfield, so let's take him off for McQuaid, who is a decent player for us in there. Encourage them. And can we go and get a second goal here? Hunter clears it up towards Gazinga. Over the top of him, and Glenavon have it coming out of the defence. Keach, can he win that? Not quite. Man's gone past him there. Come on, Keachy. McQuaid. We've got an overlap. Who's marking him? Is he offside? Mulligan makes a save. It was a very good chance for them, to be honest. And can we demand a little bit more? Can we go and get a late equaliser? It doesn't look like we can. Well, we've won the second half. But, yeah, we've fallen a little bit short there, haven't we? I mean, we were outplayed. XG tells you that, but it's still disappointing. I'd love to know what that penalty was for. Obviously, the telling of Gazinga, we want more, kind of affected the highlight or something. So there we go. I would say beaten but not disgraced. But, I mean, just off the evidence of that, 4-4-2 is what we need to do, isn't it? And the current signing has gone through now. B signing, we can see they're not the best defensively, which is a bit disappointing. But, well, worst case scenario, we've got ourselves a nice little left winger there, haven't we? So, Slooves, watch out, mate. You could be about to lose your spot in the lineup. Guys, wait right there. We have a massive game, top of the table against Queen's University next. The cups are done. It's all about the league. Okay, welcome back. Now, a lot has happened in the week between these two games, so let's do a quick catch-up. We have made some signings. The first one here is Kian Story, a left-back. We've signed him. Did we pay him a wage? I can't remember if we signed him on it is a non-contract deal. You can see him there. We'll have a closer look in a second. You can see the fans like him, a B-rated signing, potentially a premiership player, which is the sort of player I think we need to be signing now. And you can see there the bonuses as well. We're not really paying him too much, which is nice. And what we've got here is a left back, good defense or good tackle, good marking, good physically, relatively speaking. Not the best getting forward, but I mean, it doesn't particularly matter. We signed him. He had been let go by Linfield. Never made an imprint on their team. I think he's going to make. I think he's going to make an imprint on our team, though. I think he could be quite useful for us. Now, other signings. This one is actually going to turn out to be a little bit null and void, actually, because we've signed other players in this position. But Brandon Lindsay, we signed him on loan from Larne. We're not paying him anything, and it's just as well because, as I said, I don't think we're actually going to end up using him. Very, very good physically, quick. Not a bad crosser of the ball, but like I say, don't worry about him too much because I don't think we're going to see. I don't think we're going to see him. And the main reason for that is because we've signed Dylan Davidson. You can see here a very good player, potential. Well, he's pretty much at his potential. We've signed him on a non-contract deal. He's 22, so hopefully we'll get to keep him at least for the end of the season. He is a left winger as well, and he is very decent. Again, not too bad physically. Got some good mental stats in there as well. Crucially, though, good first touch, can dribble a little bit, and can cross a ball. Now, what this will enable us to do as well is send the likes of Slooves out on loan to try and get him first-team football to help him develop. Now, he has actually been at the club before, a few seasons back, 14 appearances, 1 goal, so he's not brand new to the club, but he came through at Preston. I'm hopeful that he's going to be very, very useful for us. So we'll just kind of see how we get on. Now, the other thing that we've had to do, if we go and have a look here at promises, is that there was a bid that came in for Connor Hunter for from one of the Premiership sides. I can't remember which one it was. We've had to promise him in order to keep him happy that we will win promotion this season. So that really does put the pressure on to try and make sure that we go and do just that. But anyway, let's go and that's everything caught up. And let me know what you think of those signings. And let's go, of course, and have a look now at what we're doing in this game against Queen's University. Now, we can see we're expecting a 4-2-3-1 from them. They've got a couple of debutants, it looks like, playing in wide areas for them. And this is a team we're sending out, and we are going with the 4-4-2. So if we don't win, it's you guys' fault for this. Nice to, I can dust myself off of that responsibility nice and early here. It's Mulligan in goal. We're going to keep Conlon faith with him. The main reason is because you can see Curran and Story aren't really match sharp yet. So they'll get there, but we don't want too much change in one game. So it'll be Conlon with Keach, Hunter, and Foster as the back four. Up Gareth, Leddy, Lillis, and Davidson making his debut in midfield. Gazinga and Ferguson go up top. Ferguson is a poacher. We just want him up there, just putting chances away. So, well, let's see how the 4-4-2 era begins. Okay, so we can see the lineups there. I'm suddenly very nervous. First versus second in the league. What do we say? Do we go with the assistant? We will top the league if we win here, so go out there and impress me. Or do we take the pressure off? I think we might take the pressure off for this one. We'll get the fist pumping. We have faith going. And hopefully, Gazinga and Ferguson will get the job done for us up top. Davidson will have an awesome debut. And we will find ourselves top of the table. And Connor Hunter very close to keeping that promise to him. Here we go with Keach over a free kick. Goes short for Conlon. Lillis. Back to Leddy. It's there for Ferguson. Coming deep. Goes back to Leddy. Goes over the top for... No, not for Ferguson. Gareth is there. Not quite able to win it. There's the ball for Ferguson. Again, it's headed away. It's horrible football. It's again for Ferguson. Third time's a charm. Is he onside? He's not. Well, hopefully that's a good sign that he's going to take his chances today. Oh, it's only marginal, isn't it? It's only marginal, but it only has to be marginal. But there we go. Denied a goal early on. Let's see what we can do here. We've got defensive work to do now. Let's see how we're looking defensively. Cross in, headed away by Keach. Ap Gareth goes to try and close down. Another ball over the top. It's all that happens. That's offside as well. I've got a cat hair up my nose for good measure as well. Well, both teams have had one now. Oh, that was marginal as well. But there we go. Ball over the top. It's all that happens in this league. Honestly, it's a disgrace. Let's give him some encouragement as the highlight begins. Foster with a throw. He's there for Ferguson. Back to Foster. What's he going to do? Infield there for Gazinga. Ap Gareth, Letty. Some nice triangles there. An aimless ball forward. I just want them to learn to pass to each other. And here comes Queen's University getting forward. Lillis goes to try and close down. What is Letty doing marking that guy so closely? Has he got a man marking task he shouldn't have? There's a ball in towards... Oh, it's cleared away by Conlon. I was fearing a penalty there, I've got to be honest. I'm going to check these if we've got men marking things that shouldn't be on here, because we've got Gazinga. Oh, Mulligan. Gazinga sticking unusually close to a player there. I thought I checked everything when I set up the tactic, but I maybe have got something wrong. Gazinga's strangely attached to him, but that isn't the reason they've scored here. Oh, Mulligan, just going the wrong way, wasn't he? And we're 1-0 down. Now, of course, if we lose this, there's a 4-point gap to the top of the table, and that starts to get a little bit worrying. Foster's played him on as well. I think the next position we need to look at improving is definitely at right back. We've struggled a little bit. No, you don't have any. No, you don't have any. I don't know what your problem is there, Gazinga. Anyway, doesn't matter. That's not the reason we conceded the goal. We've given them some encouragement, some preemptive encouragement. Ap Gareth continues to struggle the longer this season goes on. Here we go with Davidson. He loses out. Putting some pressure on. There's the lumped ball forward. Letty down for Lillis. Lillis, nice ball for Gazinga. Can he turn? No, he goes back to Letty. Letty looks for Ap Gareth. Do something useful, please, Ap. We're paying you an absolute fortune to do this. There's a ball in towards the penalty area. It's headed away. Letty picks it up again. He goes wide for Conlon. What can he do? Ball down the side. Davidson will get there eventually. We've got 3 in the box. Conlon into the mixer. Ap Gareth is there. It's headed away. Foster should pick that up. This is decent pressure. He's got Letty unmarked in the middle. Hunter has it. He goes forward looking for Davidson. There's a good ball. How's what's your crossing like? In for Gazinga. Gazinga's header, and Gazinga ties it up at 1-1. A 6th goal this season for Gazinga. And, well, we needed that, didn't we? That was a really good response to falling behind. Away from home, we might just about accept the draw here. Davidson did well. An assist on the boo, and that's what Gazinga can do up there. All right. The 4-4-2 era is back underway, and we have come straight back for another highlight. Oh, boys, don't do it. Oh, Keach with a good winner there. All right, Davidson, what have you got? He gives it away. Oh, the football is horrible. It's just so bad. Let's put a bit of pressure on. Letty waits for him. Long shot. Oh, I thought that was bending in, but Milligan's there. No problems. And we'll give them some praise for the goal. Ap Gareth only playing a 6-4. Did I put De Bruyne on the bench? I can't remember if I did. Or McBrien, I should say. I think I did. And he's very, very close, to be honest, to just taking over from Ap Gareth out there. He's only playing a 6.3 years old Ap. The app needs an update, doesn't it? What do we say to this? You've been the better team. All right, I can get on board with that. I do want to individually speak to Mr. Gareth. Where are you, mate? You're lazy. We'll see if that gets anything out of it. It doesn't look like it did. Defenders, there's more to come from you. Midfielders, there's more to come from you. Strikers, I mean, strangely, it's Ferguson that's not having the great day up there, but that's otherwise all fine. I do have McBrien on the bench, so we can make that change if we don't get a reaction from Mr. Gareth. Let's encourage. He's playing a 6-3. He's gone up to a 6-4. He's staying at a 6-4. We might need to make a change there. Why is Conlon so far forward? There's a ball in, away by Foster. Ferguson is a long way back as well. Ap Gareth, do something useful, Ap. Cross in, away by Keach. He's been a tower of strength back there. What is our defensive shape? Why is our centre-back out playing on the left? And we're behind again. I've taken this out on App Gareth just because I have nobody else to take it out on. Hunter, what are you doing? In there, mate. Look, your man is the one that scored, I'm going to say. And you want to play in the Premiership, mate. Not for anything like that, you're not. Alright, come on, boys. Encourage. We've got a corner. Letty to take. Decent. Gazinga's there. And Gazinga has a second goal. And he ties it up yet again. Alright, boys. Now let's see if we can go and win it this time, shall we? I can't give him another shout just yet, can I? A 7th goal this season for Gazinga. Letty continues to pile on the assists. He's been an absolute master for us this season. He's been, I think, the standout player for me in terms of a surprise factor, I'd say. Let's tell him to focus. We've got a goal kick. Mulligan short for Hunter. Hunter across to Keach. Keach goes long, looking for Gazinga. Gazinga's flick on. Can't quite find Ferguson, though. And here we go. Letty. Can he get a foot in there? He can. Lillis has it to Gazinga. Gazinga goes wide to McBrien. Back to Foster. He goes infield for Lillis, brings it down nicely on the chest. Gazinga, can he add an assist? Here we go with Davidson. Ferguson's in there. Ferguson! Oh, he's hit the crossbar. He's broken the crossbar. Oh, how has that not gone in? Ferguson, what a chance that was. Another corner. Letty to take it again. Where's Gazinga? There he is. Gazinga's header again. It's saved by the goalkeeper. Gets it forward very, very quickly. Foster has it. Go across to Conlon. He doesn't. I'm looking at Davidson there. It's his first game. He's looking absolutely knackered. He's had a really good debut, though, I think. But we will get Curran on just for some fresh legs as much as anything else. So that was really promising, though, from Davidson, wasn't it? I'm happy with what we've got from him. Let's encourage them. We've had the better of the game according to XG. Can we go and get a... Oh, don't concede another goal. Don't concede another... Oh, guys. I mean, I don't know if you can blame... It's just gone through a crowded penalty area. Can we berate? Can we try and get something in stoppage time? Can we draw level for a third time? Let me know what you think of the 4-4-2. I mean, we definitely need to work on defensive shape, don't we? We are an absolute shambles at the back there, and, well, that'll kill it off. In the end, it ends in disappointment, but I think there have been some positive signs. If we work on the defensive shape, then... Keach just couldn't quite get there. Mulligan has looked surprisingly... poor in goal, hasn't he? He's missed a couple that you'd expect him to get a little bit closer to. And that will do it. We've lost 4-2 away to the top of the table. The Gazinga double wasn't enough for us, but Davidson's played well there. I mean, Ap Gareth, we might have to find him. We need a right back. That might be something else we look to do in the January window. Was it unacceptable? We've got a reaction for it. So there we go. Queen's University, in the end, eased to victory. We had a couple of debuts there. I was very... Oh, actually, it wasn't a debut, was it, for Davidson, because he's come back to the club. My tactical gamble fails, but did it. I mean, as I said, defensively, we weren't great, but I do think there might be something there. You guys might have been correct on that one. But, guys, that'll do it for today. We go and we enter the split, second in the league, 4 points back of top. Now, they draw a lot of games. They don't lose many, and we're the opposite. We lose a lot of games. We don't draw many. So, yeah, what we don't want, ideally, is a playoff, because that would be heartbreaking. We've got that extra pressure now of needing to get promoted to keep Connor Hunter at the club. But, guys, that'll do it for today. What we'll do is we will come back for... Let's skip ahead, wait for the split to take place. Okay, so the split has taken place. Now, when do we come back? I mean, there's an argument to say we come back for Queen's University straight away, isn't there? But I think what we might do is come back for maybe Ards and Dundela, or Dundela and Portadown. Maybe Dundela at home, Portadown away. might be a good time to come back. And we are getting to the point of the season as well where we need to get Viewers Player of the Year nominees. So let me know in the comments who has been your best, or who you think has been our best player or your favourite player this season. We've probably got, 3 episodes, maybe 4 with the playoffs to go this season, I would say. So I'm thinking that's 1 there. That's probably 2 there. And then we'll see how we go. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. If you enjoyed that, thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Give me your feedback in the comments for the new formation, your players of the season nominees, and I'll see you next time. Take care.